Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is another episode of Talk Miami. As you can see right now, I'm alone, but I won't be for long. And I'll tell you why. We are going to Diva's Court. Today's case is our defendant, Dr. Shonda Roberts. She entrusted somebody very close to her to put on an eyelash, and the person close to her messed up her eye. We have the plaintiff, TK Owens, who says she didn't mess up nobody's eye. We are going to Diva's Court. Okay, ladies, can we share what's going on? First, you have 30 seconds, Dr. Shonda Roberts, to explain to the court and our fellow viewers what is the problem.
Good evening, Talk Miami family. As you can tell, I am congested because I entrusted my good sister and friend to
That's why
some lashes on my on your honor. Can I please speak?
Yes, Miss Owens, it is not your time to speak. One more outburst, and we will have Gigi, the police officer lady, the bailiff. Thank you. I forgot. Take you out.
So continue, I asked her to put some eyelashes on my eyes. Now, I did say I am allergic to glue. I told it, matter of fact, let me go back. I told this yesterday. I love lashes, but girl, I'm allergic to glue. Well, her response was, well, I use this glue and I think it's really good. You should try it. So when she came over to my house today to do my daughter's makeup for her senior pictures, which she did a beautiful job, so I will give her that.
Okay, you have 5 more seconds.
Well, she put the glue eyelashes on my eyes, and this is the outcome. I'm gonna need y'all not laugh at my eyes. I had an allergic reaction to the glue. My eyes were swollen, and this is actually, Your Honor, a better picture because before that my eyes were swollen. The inside of my eyeball is swollen, and I feel like I should be compensated for what's it called?
She don't even know.
Punitive damages.
Punitive eye damages.
And okay. Time away.
Thank you, Miss Roberts.
I was not able to do Queen Craft today.
Can we hear from TK, who is our plaintiff? And then we need the ladies and gentlemen of our audience to help me weigh in on the decision, please, so we can get this evening started. Miss Owens.
Thank you, Your Honor. I mean, this is very emotional. This is very emotional for me, and I'm sorry that I have to come on this because I was asked to do a favor, okay? She did not tell me that she was allergic to the glue.
I have a witness.
Excuse me, Miss Shonda?
I'm sorry. Your Honor, I suffer from PTSD, and this is just a little bit too much for me, but let me get through it. I went over there to do her daughter's lashes, and then all of a sudden she was like, ooh, put some on me. And I was like, okay, are you ready? And she was like, yes. So here I am putting on lashes. Soon as I finished, she was like, yes, honey, TK, yes. I'm gonna let everybody know, right? Everything was perfect. How do I know the moment that she walked out the door, did she do something else to her eyes? She told me she scratched the inside of her eye, Diva B. So whose fault is it?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the case. We have, did she mess up Dr. Shonda's eye or did she not?
And my husband just brought me some medicine for my eye.
Excuse me. Contempt of court. Contempt of court. Excuse me. Contempt of court. Both of you. Whatever that means. So, on that note, I want our audience to weigh in, and at the end, we'll let you know who is to blame. Is it TK for her nasty, crusty glue that she used on her eye? Or is it Shonda's eye for being too sensitive? to glue. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful episode of Talk Miami. As you can see, we were having some issues before in the floor.
Okay.
So we need you all to help us along the way. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to put my thing on public for Facebook. So I am your host this evening. As you can see, Miss Winters is not joining us this evening because she is Disney princessing it away around the country and around the world on Jasmine's carpet. So we hope that she's having fun and she's staying warm because I don't know about y'all, but up north it's very cold. Okay. So tonight I see a lot of comments about my hat. Thank you so much. I'm trying something new tonight because I wanted to bring some arts to it. So that's why I have the artsy hat and my artsy glasses. And then somebody very special here made this artsy shirt for me here. So I'm giving you Diva B all the way. This is from Miss Queen Crafty herself. So I wish it wasn't white because as you've seen anyways. But so ladies, please introduce yourself. I'm going to send it over still this way. That way.
Well, good evening. This is Dr. Shonda Roberts. I'm sorry if you all can't see me, but I can't see you either because someone tried to blind me today. And I may have temporary cross-eyedness because this eye is cross-eyed because TK put eyelashes on me and now I can't see. But I'm glad to be here. I refuse to not be here tonight because I'm committed to this. And whether I have one eyeball or two, I will be here. So I'm going to pass it down to Miss Eyeball Wrecker herself, TKO.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry that you have to witness this. I have really, Judge, I hope that I can receive compensation for pain and suffering throughout all of this. You know, it's a defamation of my character to call me an eye wrecker. But hi, everyone. I am TK Owens, the victim in this situation. And just if you want and understand my side, put Team TK in the comments and we're going to decide this by the end of the show, you know? Thank you.
Actually, we should do that. Hashtag TK, Team TK, or hashtag Team the Doctor.
The victim.
Who was wrong in this situation? The person that put the glue in the infected person's eye or the person who got infected from the glue?
Excuse me, ladies, we will see the results later.
Thank you.
And Miss Katrina, no, this is not a Romero Brito hat, but thank you for noticing. So, all right, topic one, let's get there. Because you know what? Whether you got an eye or you don't, I'm pretty sure you ladies would love to travel, right? So
yes,
I'm going to tell you why I brought this as one of my topics.
Can I say something? Can you speak loud? Because I can't see anything if you do put it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Anyways, she's a
you see, one vote for me.
Anyways, so the reason that I brought up the travel topic is it is the beginning of 2022. And as some people make resolutions, one thing that I thought about doing this year was I want to travel more. Now that I actually have a job that we get vacation days, because yesterday I was off, which was so lovely. I want to start traveling. So I have a trip booked to California this year, but I want to go other places. So I said, what better way than to ask my wonderful Talk Miami listeners, watchers that do have good eyes, and my co-hosts on some ideas of where you have gone. Where was your best trip? Where was your worst trip? Where is the trip that you want to go? One that if money was no option, you would go. So TK, do you want to start? Because I know that some of our viewers already commented in the Talk Miami comments about places they would go.
Yes.
And I'll share those shortly. But TK, go for it.
I will base it off. I think you said your best trip, your worst trip, and a dream trip.
Correct.
So my best trip will have to be, speaking of Michelle Obama, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, forever my first lady.
Yes.
But her husband, our president, forever President Obama, I went to DC and I was actually there when he was sworn in as the president. So to be a part of history and to see our very first Black president of the United States be sworn in DC giving his speech, it was something that I will always treasure. So I have to say my trip to DC, seeing all of the monuments, seeing the White House, being there, that has to be like my best trip. When it comes to worse, I just love traveling. So I don't think I've ever had like a worst trip. I just can't even think of. I just love traveling and being with my family, and I just create a great experience. So I don't think I've had a worst. I want to hear from you guys to see if you had a worst. But my dream trip would have to be my honeymoon with my hubby to Jamaica. If anybody who knows me, they know that I love the water. I love the ocean. That is my peace. And just to share that with him, and that was my first time going to Jamaica. So I just absolutely love the mountains, the ocean, and just being there, like feeling like I was away from the world, and to share that experience with him. That was my dream.
So then you've already had your dream trip.
I have. I mean,
Awesome.
there's more. A dream. If I had to pick where I always want to go, I guess is that. I'm sorry.
But that's okay. If you know, where would you? If somebody said today, TK won the lottery, where are you going?
I really want to go to. Can I choose two? Because I always wanted to go to Italy, and I always wanted to go to Africa. And so I just see how beautiful Italy is. And Africa is just truly one of those trips that I just want to see the safari for myself. I just want to experience the whole jungle and all of that. So Italy and Africa for me, which I've never been yet.
Lovely. The Dr. Shonda Roberts?
Yes, I'm here.
Where was your best trip? And have you had a worst trip? Because TK hadn't had a worst trip.
I don't think I've had a worst trip. I've been thinking about this since you brought it up. I don't think I've had a worst trip. And one of my best trips was Mexico. We went to Mexico on our 10th anniversary.
What part?
Cancun.
Yeah, I've been to Cancun.
Yes, we had a beautiful time. We were able to stay there almost a week. I'm sorry, my eyes are burning. I can't concentrate. I stayed there almost a week, and it was all inclusive. We had a great time. I love anywhere where it's water, where there's water. I love it. And our 20th anniversary is coming up in April, and we are planning a trip to Turks and Caicos. So I'm excited about that. And but my dream trip would be to go to Hawaii.
Okay,
like I said, I love water.
You share that with Kimberly. So
hi, Kimberly.
Miss Kimberly, she wants to go to Hawaii. So
and the Maldives, because I want to go to the Maldives. However, there's a flight you have to take from the airport to the island, and that's what I'm scared of, because I don't like little small planes. So we were talking about doing it this year, but we put that off probably to next year, because I don't know about that. But I do want to do it.
Let me know, because I would love to go to the Maldives.
Yeah, the overwater bungalow was something I really want to experience. But
yeah, actually, one of the trips that I want to do is because of those bungalows. When you see those pictures on Instagram or Facebook, and it's like it's the hotel that's in the ocean. It's like in Bali or somewhere there. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. Well, but thank you, because I never thought of Jamaica. I never thought of Maldives or even Machu Picchu, or Latasha just said Greece. Katrina said Hawaii. So all these are great places and I love it. So thank you for the feedback. My best trip ever, I would have to say, was when I was younger. We went to like Wisconsin and we did all these really crazy things on a 3-week road trip when I was growing up. My worst trip was in one of like February of like some year, many years ago. I went to New York and I was so excited and I got stuck in my first blizzard. And yeah, I would never do it again. Yeah, no, nothing. Because you think, oh, blizzard, the snow. But in New York, snow is black and nasty and slushy. And I didn't have rain boots. I thought wearing 5 layers of clothes was going to help me out. And it didn't, because when that wind would whip through those buildings, it was like you were standing there with nothing on. I just was not prepared. I was miserable the whole trip. And then my dream trip, I want to do Italy. So TK, when you're ready to go to Italy, let me know.
Yes,
We should all just take everybody. Let's just all go to Italy. That would be great.
I don't like to fly long now. I could do 2 hours flying, but
so you ain't going to Dubai with me then?
Oh no, ma'am.
Just tell me about it. Dubai, you know what you could do? You could actually ask TK for some more of that glue and glue your eyes shut so you slept all the way to Dubai. It would
Judge,
work.
That's a conflict of interest right now, Judge.
That's even part of the reason why the Maldives been put off, because I have to get my nerves up to be on a plane for that long. Like, just don't understand. I don't know.
Girl, you better take a pill and go to sleep.
Take a Xanax or something.
Exactly. Take a Xanax and go to sleep.
Can we get some hearts and likes for Xanax on the plane?
So, what are you promoting?
Well, listen, I'll be honest. I went to Brazil in 2019, and that's an 8.5-hour flight. And I had to take a piece of Xanax because the longest I had ever been on a flight before was 3 hours. So to go on a plane for 8.5 hours nonstop, and then this was back in those days where all I could afford was coach. So coach 8.5-hour flight is just not cute. So but yeah, honey, they sell little magic pills for that. So well, thank you. I want to see some other comments from our audience of where they would go, where you would, what were your best trips, what were your worst trips. And the reason I meant to tell you why I brought this up this weekend. So this weekend, I actually traveled a little bit. So it's so crazy because, I live in Fort Myers, and I actually went to Immokalee, Florida, which Immokalee is a little town. And what's funny is I thought that, because I have a good friend here and she's from Immokalee, and the way she describes it to me, I was like, oh, great. There'll be one palm tree. There'll be like one post office, maybe a CVS, and that was it. And actually, Immokalee was pretty big. I was kind of surprised. So they even have a casino over there.
Yeah, I've been to Immokalee.
And then today I went for a drive because I was off today, and I went to LaBelle, which LaBelle is like 30 minutes east of me. So I kind of did a little traveling this weekend, and it's nice to just get in your car and just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to drive until I stop, and you get to see things. Unfortunately, in Miami, you drive and you're just in Broward, so you go from Miami to Broward. There's nothing else. But yeah, I was really shocked. I ate at a little taco Mexican truck in Immokalee. It was really, really cool. So that's why I brought that up. Hi, Alicia. So, well, thank you, ladies, for diving into my travel. I will keep the listeners posted as to where I travel. And we're going to actually move to the next part, which is Dr. Shonda's one-eyed corner.
I can't even see.
Today we're going to...
We'll see.
God.
Okay, so we're going to the corner, the blind corner.
Woo, go on now.
It's Shonda's blind corner.
Okay, I think I'm frozen. I can't even move my screen. Can we skip me for right now?
Okay.
I can do it for you, or you can't.
Okay, but you go ahead and do it, and then I can talk.
Can I put this up one more time?
Can you put the picture up first of MLK TK, and then make sure you put the banners up for me, please? Thank you.
This one?
I can't see. My computer is completely frozen. I don't know what's going on. There it is. I can see now.
Okay. You can
My
take over
computer.
from now.
Yeah, I got it. My
Okay.
computer is blind because I'm blind, so my
Oh
computer
my
refuses to
God.
move because TK has blinded its owner. So my computer
What's
probably on strike.
happening?
So good evening, everyone. Again, this is Shonda with the Community Corner. I am just talking about the MLK parade that happened today, and I have a little write up. So so MLK parade is something that happens every year, but because of COVID, I believe last year's parade was on Zoom. So a
Hmm.
signature is the signature event as part of the National Registry of MLK holiday. It celebrates Dr. King's dream for unity, freedom, social and economic equality, justice, and sustainability. The parade is the oldest and largest celebration in the U.S., boasting a record 500,000 in attendance. It began this morning at 11 a.m. and it was planned to go on for 2.5 hours in the Liberty City area. The parade follows 8 miles of sacred ground that Dr. King once traveled during his frequent engagements in Miami. There are more than 100 entries that include corporate floats, federal, state, and local officials, police and military units, historic pioneers, high school and college marching bands, dance and drill teams, equestrians, classic and exotic cars, motorcycles, historic MD transit bus, civic church, community and veteran groups, and trade unions. I wanted to talk about the parade because this was one of the events I would take my our kids to every single year. My kids don't remember anything else. They remember going to the MLK parade because I would dress them alike. I should have brought in a picture of them. I would dress them all alike. We were raising 5 kids at the time, and we would take either the train or we would drive and we would go to the MLK parade. And it was a day of celebration, just being out there, teaching them what's going on, but also eating and just having fun and enjoying the festivities and just enjoying each other. So I'm glad that the MLK parade is able to come back to was able to come back today.
Mhm.
So families alike can come and enjoy the festivities, but also learn that that was the road that Dr. Martin Luther King would walk himself to make sure that we have the freedom that we have today. So I want to announce I was happy about that. I was happy the parade was back today. So that's it from the community corner.
I
Awesome.
remember as a little girl going to the parade and look forward, and even as a teenager,
Yeah.
catching the Metro Rail up there to MLK
Listen,
exit.
Hmm.
honey, you would go put on your kids, your
Yes,
jeans or
you put on
something.
your best
Put
outfit.
look fan out
Okay.
that ponytail.
Hair did,
Your
nails
hair
done.
did, nails
Hmm.
done, all of that. Yeah,
That was
and
an event that you had to be clean to go to the parade.
yeah, and my grandma used to say, "Come home before it's dark." Yes, grandma.
But
So
we weren't
yes,
coming home.
exactly. But
So,
thank you for
well, thank
that.
you. It was
You're welcome.
wonderful. The blind corner did amazing tonight. It was such a great job.
Y'all
So,
gonna
once
stop
again, thank you
yelling
for
at it.
going to Shonda's community corner.
That's when I
Woo!
used that's when my eyes used to work. That picture right there before the negligence happened.
Good
Oh my
Lord.
God. Like, really?
Well, I am going to take more spotlight tonight. If as it was as if being the host wasn't enough spotlight, I'm gonna dish my dirt too. So I have two topics we need to go over tonight. Not even two topics, two issues that have been plaguing the world
Hmm.
currently this week. Okay. The first one I'm gonna give you a little brief story about. And it involves Mr. Kanye West. Okay.
Child.
Mm.
Now there's a video that has come out where he's speaking about his daughter's birthday. Supposedly he wasn't invited to the birthday. And he reached out to several members of the Kardashian family who wouldn't give him this information. And then finally, Travis Scott, who is Chloe? Chloe's? No, not Chloe.
So baby.
Who's the baby? The
It's the
baby
one with
girl.
the big lips that does the makeup.
That's all of them. Wait a minute. Who's the baby?
Courtney.
Somebody chime in and
Courtney,
give us the
right?
baby.
Courtney
No,
Kardashian.
that's not Courtney. The baby is one of Bruce's daughters.
Kylie.
Kylie, there you go.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, Tarika.
thank you, Tarika. Yes. So Kylie's husband, Travis Scott, actually gave the information to Kanye, and Kanye was able to actually show up to the party and spend some time. Now, in the video, he is claiming that it's not, and this was a point that I actually took from the video. He was claiming that sometimes fathers are portrayed as not wanting to be around their children, but in reality, it's another party that's keeping them from their children. Now, I don't want to talk too much about it. If y'all want to talk about it, go ahead, because I know where I stand. And I know,
Well, say what you saying.
But say what you
well, I agree with him.
I
Okay, fine. So what I do want to say is, I do think that sometimes in the world that we're living in now, it is easy for a mother, a father, or anybody to play the different sides. Now, if they didn't invite him to this party because of his craziness, I can understand that.
Ooh.
But if they didn't invite him because they're in the middle of a divorce and things are heated and one party is trying to be shady over the other party and just saying, well, you're not invited to the daughter's party to make it seem like your dad doesn't want anything to do with you, I kind of feel for him. So we won't know the true fact of why he wasn't invited to the party, but he wasn't invited. So what do you ladies think?
Shonda, you want to go first?
Because I have so many different scenarios in my head, and mind you, we're all speculating. We don't know why. There's his side, there's her side. She came out, or her camp came out and said that he wanted to have a separate party anyway, which is why he wasn't supposed to come to the party that they had. He's saying he wasn't invited. No one gave him the information. I don't know Kim. I don't know Kanye. But I am a mom, and we have a blended family. And I get not wanting a parent to come if they are prone to antics.
Yes.
If they are prone to spazzing out or acting up or making it about them, I get that. And especially, and I would say this, being a mom, I would hope Kim had a conversation with her child. Because I would, baby, do you want, I don't know if your dad is coming, but tell me what you want. Because I've worked with kids, I've heard kids say, I don't want to be with this parent. I don't want this parent to come. I'm not mad at them, but they embarrass me. I've heard kids say that. So it could be a situation where that happened. I don't know. Maybe this baby didn't want, maybe she loves her dad, but maybe because it's her birthday party and she's seen the foolishness, which I'm sure she's seen it. She doesn't want it at her party. So maybe her mom was just protecting her. Because at the end of the day, it's not about Kim. It's not about Kanye. It's about Chicago. It's Chicago, right? It's about Chicago, and we all have seen Kanye in his foolishness.
Right.
Even the little video that's going. I'm sorry, y'all. My eye that TK.
Oh my god!
I couldn't even concentrate.
Still pleading the case,
But we know that Kanye has a tendency to do that, and the fact that he even got on social media to tell us,
come on,
that he didn't get the address. You could have been spending that time looking for your child. If that's the case, not getting on social media to continue to cause more friction. Your baby is 4 or however old she is. Trust and believe another little child is going to see that too. So now you're causing more problems within the family and y'all co-parenting. I don't think that was cool what he did. If Kim did keep him away for her own selfish reasons, no, that's not cool either.
And I don't even think she's that type of person.
I don't know her, but I don't feel that she would be. I mean, there are some messy moms out there that would do, but I don't think she would do that because I would hope she would have her child's best interest first.
Well, someone from the Kardashian camp spoke after he went on social media to give his plea, his crying out plea. They said that it was a misunderstanding, and I can see this being true. She thought, because he said he will throw a separate party. So if you told me that you would throw her own separate party, why would you still expect to get an invitation from my party when you told me, like, okay, you do your thing and I'll do mine? Because they are in the middle of divorce. He was traveling. She probably thought maybe he was going to be in Miami, which he was.
He was supposed to
right.
be. Mm-hmm.
So I really do think that this was a misunderstanding. I think probably what did take place is that, oh, I feel bad, so let me just go ahead and fly back to LA. And then he was probably trying to call her, calling everybody, and nobody was answering the phone. And then he took it as if, and then right, but he probably took it as if they don't want me there. Like, really? Like, so I'm kind of torn on this one because I actually lived it and I know what it's like when you're going through a bitter divorce. It is very awkward for the kids to be around two people who may not be getting along. And you don't want that type of energy around that day or to spoil it for the child, especially if they had a conversation like, hey, I will do my own thing. Sometimes it's best that way until two grown people be mature enough to come around each other and put the focus on the child. They have to learn how to be mature and focus on the child. So I was torn. I do respect the fact that Kanye wants to be there for his daughter. We Black men already, just men in general, I'm not going to even make this about race. Men in general get blamed for not being in their children's lives. So for him to want to be there, I commend him on that. But I do understand Kim's position and being careful in protecting her peace and the children and the guests, because Kanye will go off. I'm sorry.
And that's my thing. Is it that he wants to be there? He wants to not much. I don't want to take away the fact that man loves a child. That's not what I'm saying. But I just feel like if that's really what it was, you would have known this way before ahead of time. Why the day of you calling everybody want to know where it is? You should have, if this is really what you want to do, you would have sat down with Kim, had a conversation about it way before. You find the information for the party and be there. Not get on social media on the day of and throw another antic. If this is something you wanted to do and want to be there, then you should have found out days ahead of time. They did not plan that party in one day. I'm sure
it takes planning.
Chicago birthday come every year on the same day. So I know he knew when her birthday party was coming. So he should have found out way before, not get on social media and act a fool.
Well, but we have to remember, this is a couple that does everything for the public eye. Yep. So like you said, who knows? Secretly, he may have even already been invited and they're just playing this card.
Don't Kim got a new man?
They both do.
Yeah, she has a new man.
And that's why he wanted to go.
He has a new girl. Yeah. So, well, he knows Kim's new man. I mean, when Kim hosted Saturday Night Live, he was. I saw an interview. He was actually in Kanye's face, and then that one skit where him and Kim played Aladdin and Jasmine, and they kissed. Kanye said that it was. I think he was talking to Charlamagne when he said that. Really? Was that he saw them kiss, and he was like, "What?" Because it was like
he was in the
intentional, intentionally done. So, and TK, you brought up another good factor, and that was one of the other facts that I really thought is any man, doesn't matter race, they have a bad stigma about you don't take care of your children. So when you actually have somebody who's saying, "Hey, I want to be present in my child's life," whether it's for publicity or not. Which we don't know, but he should be around his kids. I don't think any man should be deprived of seeing their children.
I agree. But if Kanye keep acting up, the judge will make a decision. Sometimes you got to have supervised visitations. So just calm down.
I have one last thing to say.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know why I'm rubbing my eye, it's because it's watery. Because TK, for our people who are late to the show, TK put eyelashes on me today when I told her I was allergic to the glue, but she said her glue was good. And now my eye is swollen. And I just realized why my other eye looks cross-eyed, because the white part of my eye is swollen and it's pushing my pupil. So I could have permanent cross-eyedness because TK wanted to put eyelashes on me. So I want you all to please pray.
Wait, is she about to do a GoFundMe? She about to do a GoFundMe. No.
Oh, Lord.
She's about to do a GoFundMe.
So listen, no, all jokes aside,
Hold
my
on.
eye is crossed. Look at my eye. Look, it's crossed because the white part of the pupil white part of the eye is being pushed. It's swollen.
We're gonna have the
Okay.
people vote
Well,
at
I've
the
been
end. They're
humiliated.
gonna
My
vote at
daughter
the
came down
end.
here
we're voting
laughing.
at the end, Shonda.
We're voting at the end. She trying to get back
Another
on the
thing
end.
that I need our audience to vote on, because this is another debate that's going on. It's not the I debate, but it is the would you order from Taco Bell their new chicken wings?
Honey.
Now,
Mm.
I feel
Taco Bell full of
I
wings.
feel some type of way about this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I feel some type of way about this. To me, Taco Bell, it says in your name what you sell.
Tacos.
Yes, it is not Taco Chicken Wing Bell. And I have seen so many reviews recently about these chicken wings.
I can't even read the comments. Lord.
Everything from little dangly things in the chicken wings to like this. I actually seen some reviews that say they're like the best chicken wings out there.
What?
So I need our audience, okay, our listeners, our watchers with the good eyes, to let us know. Would you eat the Casey Craig says she votes
She
yes
want
for
taco wings.
taco wings. I never
Well,
heard of those
Casey
before.
also voted for TK earlier, so
Absolutely.
I question her
TK.
judgment. His or her judgment. I'm sorry.
So
Whatever.
would you order okay, so let's put this not in just Taco Bell. Would you order chicken wings from Taco Bell? Would you order I don't know, a grilled salmon from Burger King? You know,
Have it your
like
way.
would you eat sushi from a gas station? You know, like when you see these restaurants that are just trying to just reinvent the wheel, sometimes it's like, really? Like, are they chicken wings? Are they bat wings? Are they little mice wings? You know, would you eat them, ladies?
I'm not going to Taco Bell to order.
I think
wing.
we should order some and eat them on the show and try them and see how they are.
I'm not about to get them that pub.
And
They
get
want
our
to pay me for a
reaction.
commercial.
I wasn't doing it.
I ain't doing it.
I can't. Y'all gotta read the comments to me because I can't see.
Okay, let's see. Tarika said, "My daughter tried them. They were small and mediocre." Okay,
But now, were they good? Because small,
Well,
mediocre, that's okay. But you know,
yeah.
were they good?
We have Lakima said no. Trina said Taco Bell wings is a no for me. Let's see. Kim said, I think I would try them once. All right, well, try them and let us know, Kimberly.
Okay, yeah, because we don't want to try them. Julio said, hell to the no unless you want a good stomach cleanse. Totally agree with that.
Exactly. No. Here go Casey. Oh, who's this?
Katrina, I would never eat wings from Taco Bell, but then again, I only like that Ryan makes them on the grill.
Oh, you know what? You know.
By the way, yesterday was her birthday, so happy late birthday!
Oh my goodness! Happy birthday, baby mama!
So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I really don't about the chicken wings. So I just want to bring that up
tomorrow.
Okay, well,
we're gonna let you try it. With a swollen, then she gonna blame. She gonna sue them for a swollen lip because she done ate the wings.
Because she's allergic to hot sauce, but she won't let us know till after she has the hot sauce. So
I told TK before. She just didn't care. She said her glue was good, so I believed her.
Whatever.
I believe
her.
So that was Diva B Dishes the Dirt. We went from everything to Kanye West to Chake West. We do need some more likes and some more hearts.
I see 6 hearts and likes up here. I know we got more than 6 people on here.
Yes.
Thank you, love bugs.
So,
all right.
Well, that moves us right to topic number 2. And topic number 2, this can relate to everybody, okay? Because lately, since the year started, all the new shows have come out. All the new shows. I am religiously watching Euphoria on HBO Max and The Righteous Gemstones on HBO Max. I don't know about y'all, but what shows do you guys like? Because I can't get enough. I've actually had shows in the past, and tell me if I'm wrong for this, but I remember back in the days, and you can ask Mama Gloria, I used to tell my mom on Sundays that if she was going to pass away, that she didn't do it between 10 and 11 o'clock on Sunday nights because that's when Game of Thrones was on.
Oh, I didn't
And
play about Game of
I
Thrones either.
would never miss Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So are there shows that you're addicted to like that? Because the new one's coming out. Dexter just came out with a new one. Yellow Jackets is a new one. And then there's one called Yellowstone, I think it is. I've the girls at work are talking about it. It's all about cowboys. And these like really hot cowboys,
haven't
of
seen
course,
that
that does not go, you know. The reason I haven't watched it is because they're like, oh, you should see the hot cowboys. And I'm like, yeah, hot and cowboys in the same sentence don't do it for Brand. Well, Diva B. So, ladies, what shows are you watching? And audience, chime in. What shows are you watching? Because if you ain't watching Euphoria, you're missing out, honey. I'm just saying. So,
Yeah.
Kimberly says Blacklist for me right now.
Okay.
Oh,
I
and another
just
one,
heard
American Horror
about
Story.
Euphoria.
I
didn't even know
haven't
about
seen
it.
it. I have
I don't know.
HBO Max, but I haven't watched it.
Okay. So next assignment for you two ladies, please. I'm gonna read.
First of all,
I'm
what
gonna-
is it about? What is it about?
No, I'm gonna go into those right now. So
Okay.
Euphoria stars Zendaya. Okay, she
I
plays.
like her.
She's a 17-year-old high school student, but she's a drug addict, and
Oh.
it's the whole show is filmed with the premise of what young kids in today's generation are going through: the drugs, the sex, the transgender community, the gay community, the straight and the cheating and the best friends and the lovers and the side chicks and the side pieces, and it's all wrapped into one. They just started season 2, so you're only 2 episodes in on season 2. The Discovery of the Witches. I gotta check that one out. It is on HBO Max, and you can stream it on Hulu. Another one that I've been hearing tons about is Ozark. Ozark just started.
I've heard about it.
They just started season 4, and this one is about a family who had a money laundering scheme that went wrong, and now they're working with a Mexican drug lord, or he owes money to a Mexican drug lord. Don't know too much about it because I haven't watched it, but I've heard wonderful reviews about Ozark. Dexter's New Blood. Casey Craig actually mentioned Dexter. The new Dexter was amazing. This is actually a Miami. It's actually filmed in Miami, Dexter, or it's filmed with the basis of Miami. So it says that it's a Miami-based blood splatter expert. And not only does he solve murder crimes, but he also commits murders. This one is shown on Showtime and Hulu. The other one that's also just coming out is the Yellow Jackets. It's about a girls' soccer team. They have a plane crash, and there are a series of chronicles that descend into the team falling apart into this plane crash and how they survive those. That's also on Showtime and airs on Hulu. And then just recently, my favorite show, one of my favorite shows, because I have many favorite shows, but this one, RuPaul's Drag Race, season 14 just started on VH1. So please watch the queens.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one either. I've seen the commercial. They look amazing. I just never really even watched TV. There was a time, I kid you not, Diva B, I swear. The only thing, because by the time I'm finished working, by the time I'm finished being wife and mom, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I have to watch. I don't know about you guys. I have to watch the news. I do watch the news just to see what's going on locally and around the world. And then next thing you know, I'm asleep. So, but I try to watch TV over the weekends. So do some of those shows come on? I guess if it's HBO Max, I can always stream it, right? Yeah. So maybe I'll do a binge watch.
Yeah, you can stream all of those shows actually. Everything from Euphoria on HBO Max to Showtime and Hulu has a lot of these, because one of my good friends actually told me, oh, you can watch this on Hulu, and I'm like, really? And sure enough, you could watch them on Hulu. So if you have some time and you and Pharaoh want to just cuddle under a blanket with this cold wintry weather, even though it's only like 70 degrees, it's freezing to me, watch a show.
Yeah.
So Dr. Shonda, I would ask you what shows you watch, but it seems as of today you ain't watching nothing anymore.
I can't because I have been
Here she
wrongly
go.
harmed
Oh my
by
God.
TK Owens by putting these lashes in my eyes. So I really can't watch anything today. I could barely see you all. Thank God your hat is colorful so I can see where you are on the screen. But other than
Really?
that, I honestly just started watching. It started a couple of years ago, but they of course they slowed down because of COVID. But season 6 will be coming out soon of Saints and Sinners. So
Oh,
I started watching that, and it was juicy, honey. It's good.
really?
I've
And
never
where
seen
can
that either.
where can you see that? Because
And
I
what is
like
it
those juicy.
about? Saints
It's
and
on
Sinners, huh?
YouTube. It's on YouTube. The
Okay.
whole season 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 is on YouTube.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's
Is it real
really
life stories or like
no girl.
fiction?
In real life. Well, I don't know. They're talking about church and corruption.
Sounds like real life to me.
It sounds like real life to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really good though. I honestly it's a lot of times some shows that I don't want to, are I guess independent, look cheesy. But this one is really, really good. I think Dietrich Haddon is either the producer or director of it. But when I tell you the plot just keeps going, and once something gets figured out, something else goes on. It's a continuous episode of drama. Listen, Saints, and I cannot wait for season 6 to come out.
Y'all get my best friend. She talking about
Yeah, I was like Hawaii
5-0.
5-0. I'm like, girl, is that like
take
so?
that
That's
comment
like
down.
that's so
Punga,
19. That's so
Punga, go to sleep.
1987.
Please go to sleep, Punga.
She might well
Okay?
watching the heat of the night.
Okay.
Like my mama on here. Mama, I'm sorry. That was Dr. Shonda said that, mama, not me. Because my mama
I
watched
love
the
it
Heat
here
of the
tonight.
Night.
Girl,
now.
are we going back to Love Boat and General Hospital in
Yes.
1982?
My
Little House
mom
on the
watched the
Prairie.
Heat of the Night, and she has to watch it. Soon as I walk in the house, I hear a jingle song. I'm like, really, Mom? She's the only one. Now, there was a time, Diva B, that I was addicted to Power.
Okay.
I watch that now too.
I had to watch Power, but now that they're
Yeah.
into like his son, I've like slowed down watching.
I watched Power, but it wasn't for the show.
Because his
I
type.
already know exactly. Yeah, all I have
But
to
you know
say
what?
is Amari.
Power Book took some time for me to get used to or get into. And it took me a minute. I'm like, I ain't watching this, but now I'm
I
committed.
couldn't get into it because
I'm
once
watching it now.
Ghost died, I had no reason to watch it anymore. It just it changed because the whole show was about him.
Yeah.
You
So
ruined it
it
for
just
people.
it just ruined it for everybody. And then Tommy left, so it was just dissolving. I also love the Game of Thrones. Like I will still go back and watch past episodes of the Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
That stays on my channel. And then I also love Insecure. For those who out there who love watching Insecure, I got addicted to Insecure.
I went and watched the whole thing from season
I'm gonna
1
start watching it
couple of
because
weeks
I
ago.
saw a
Yeah.
clip the other day that I really liked.
Yeah,
And
but
I-
they're done now.
I missed the last season, and I have to go back and take a look. So all of those Insecure watchers, I believe. But hey, send us some good movies because I'll binge watch this weekend. So yeah, I'll have to watch this.
Start with
What's it
Saints.
called?
Girl, you gotta watch Saints
And Sinners. Okay. And
Which one?
Saints and
Saints in
Sinners.
it. Okay. Well,
It's
the
on
other one
YouTube
that
for the
the other
easy
one that
watch.
I've been watching too just recently is the spin-off of Sex in the City, and it's
Yes.
called And Just Like That.
did it start?
It did start, but I'm not gonna give it away, but I will tell you that episode 2 just have a box of Kleenex. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
What show?
So-
Diva B?
And Just Like That, that's the spin-off of Sex in the City.
Oh,
It's on
wow.
HBO Max too.
Is
So
Mr.
as you
Big
can
back? I just know it's Big back. Is Big back?
Big is back. I'm not telling you anything else. So
Ooh, I'm going to watch it.
I do watch a lot of shows. I even record shows so that on the weekends, I do binge watch things on the weekends. Right now, like I said, I am all about Euphoria. So if anybody wants to talk about Euphoria, drop me a comment, hit me up in the DM, because season 2 is already 2 episodes in, and it is spicy, hot, and salty. And
I'll
on
watch
that
it.
note, we're gonna move to Miss
I'll watch
TK
it.
Ocean, the
Did he say
plaintiff.
Ocean? He said Ocean.
Who's Ocean? What's Ocean?
I thought you said TK Ocean.
I heard
No, TK. I was gonna say TK's TK Owens motivational moments brought to you by the ocean.
That's right. Woohoo! Hi, everybody. TK's Motivational Mondays is here. And I had to choose one of the biggest pioneers. The legacy that we honor today is Dr. Martin Luther King. I know that Dr. Shonda talked about his parade, but of course, how could I say a quote without quoting anything from the doctor? Oh, we have two doctors, Dr. Martin Luther King and Dr. Shonda. Y'all see it. I understand. I guess, wait, I'm not on her side tonight. I forgot we're against each other tonight. But anyways, when we think of Dr. Martin Luther King, we think about his speech. I don't know about you guys, but just learning about him in school, especially like when I was in elementary. So I remember drawing my first picture of him and coloring in the picture and just learning about his legacy, because of course he was assassinated, I believe in 1963 in the 60s. And so I only thing that I knew is from what I was read and what I was told and in videos. And of course, I think we all remember his speech that he gave. And before I play a tribute to the speech, I want you guys to think about two things. Let's go back to 1963 when he just said he had a dream that one day we all can hold hands, having a dream that one day we will all be treated equal. And so to see our first Black president, to see how racial equality has changed even in 2020, as we listen to these words, think about the journey from 63 to where we are now.
Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Yes. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
Ooh, I get emotional just listening to his speech. Here is a man that stood for racial equality, for justice for all. We talk about this in the anthem, but did we live it out? And I'm not saying that everything is right now, but we are not where we used to be. And that man had a dream, but to stand up against everyone else, even think about back in 1963 saying, we're going to have a Black president one day. They're probably like, yeah, right, Martin. But he saw the promised land. He saw the change, and to not be scared to say it. And I truly believe that's why he was assassinated, because he didn't fear anyone. And they was actually afraid of him. So I just want you guys to remember his legacy. Remember that in all that so many people hated him, and in return, he still showed kindness. So that is my word to you. So whenever I think about Dr. King, as much hatred as it is out there in this world, let's continue to show kindness. And that is the reason why we still respect him and honor him the way that we do today. So that is my motivational moment from my mouth to God's ears. Before I leave this earth, I hope you guys can always say, TK spoke nothing but kindness. And I'm going to leave on that note.
And lash glue.
You know what? You see what I'm saying, y'all?
Actually, you know what? If you know what I thought was so cool when we were listening to his speech, there was a TK in that audience because when he would say something, you heard the person. She was like, "Yeah, hon. Yeah, yeah."
Me in the back.
I was like, that was
cheering.
TK
Yep.
screaming. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know, so it's so true what you said.
Yeah.
We have come, and even Kimberly said we've come a long way, but we need to do better.
We still have more work to do. Yep.
A lot of work, and not just for the equality of humans, but the kindness in humans. You know, it's like, it's easy to say be kind to somebody, but to actually do it and live it is a different thing, you know. And
thank you, Mama Gloria. She said 1968 he was assassinated.
To, you know, to see, like, even when you're looking on your Facebook, if you look at these reels and things, the ones that really touch me are the ones where the person will say, I'm gonna go and ask somebody to buy me this highlighter, and if they buy it, you know, I saw one the other day. The guy, he wanted just a beef jerky, and he told the lady, can you get this for me? And she said, sure, no problem. And he ended in return buying her entire groceries, you know. But it's you know, it's that act of kindness that we need to work even harder on, because, you know, you watch the news. I know, TK, you said you don't watch too much show, but you do watch the news. And the news, at one point I used to watch the news all the time, but it got so negative and so the, you know, what was wrong with the world, that sometimes you forget that there's actually goodness out there, you know. So to have you tonight to speak about MLK and the good that he did, you know, it needs to be brought up more than just one day, you know.
Absolutely.
But then again, I also think, like, when they have Black History Month, it shouldn't be Black History Month. It should be Black History every day.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know. So it's like, when we get to that point where it doesn't matter who it is or what you are, you know, that's the beauty of when I think as humans we'll learn to love a little more.
Yeah.
So I have a verdict if you want to know.
Wait, did everybody vote? Can we get who's the jury here? Because I want to know.
Everyone knows what you've done to me.
Okay,
well,
can we do one
the
small
person
recap?
the person who wants to vote is actually the person who won, because we only had one vote, and it was for her.
Thank you.
Wait,
thank you very much. So go ahead. I need you to announce that I am.
So in the case,
not guilty.
in the case of the eye,
I think we should. No, that's not fair. We need to vote again because some people came on late.
We're showing it one more time. So
they came to court late. No.
Today we had Diva's court, okay, and actually we have 19 people watching right now. So the 19 people that are currently watching, I need you to hear. I'm going to give you a brief portion of what we had, a synopsis, and then I need you to vote either Team TK or Team Shonda. So earlier today, Shonda had TK over at her house in a gray sweatpants suit, okay, and
I wish she would have told me I was gonna be posted on Facebook.
She was doing Gigi's makeup because our girl Gigi is graduating. Congratulations, Gigi. And Shonda said, "Ooh, I want to be cute tonight for Talk Miami, so I am allergic to glue, but can you put some eyelashes on?"
No, she didn't say that.
TK, don't lie. Because you even said,
I got my witness, George.
TK took her glue out of her toolkit. Excuse me, the judge is speaking. TK took her glue that she bought at Michael's, not at the beauty supply store for eyelashes, and she used her hot glue gun on Shonda's sensitive eye. And Shonda Shonda got a reaction.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna bring this picture everywhere I go.
We posted this on social media.
And now Shonda says she has eye cross-eyedness.
Whatever. She making up words.
And she is trying to blame this on TK.
I object. I need to say something.
You cannot object. I'm the
no. You can. You
so,
can't.
No, TK.
The case is over.
I called you tonight.
The case is over.
I called you tonight, and first thing you said was, "Shonda, you told me you were allergic." You didn't say that.
How many weeks ago did you
tell?
You told me that weeks
That's
ago.
what I heard.
But you said
you told me that weeks ago. So you allowed me to put the glue on because I
you
totally
made me
forgot.
You made me trust that your glue was good.
Oh,
you said
first of all, let's back
okay. Can we vote, please?
Okay, no, wait. Let me tell my side of the story.
Wait, but we've already said the side of the story. TK is saying that her glue was good.
But wait,
and that
Diva B, she
right.
said she scratched her eye, and that's the reason why.
Because the glue made me itch.
So
that is not my
Shonda
problem.
Or Team TK.
Team Shonda or Team TK.
If she asked me to put the lashes on, knowing she's allergic, why did she allow me to do it?
The doctor needs a doctor.
Team TK, vote for me. Please vote for me. I'm sorry. And then Judge, excuse me. I just think that I need compensation for the defamation of character that she's trying to say to people. This
is evidence number 2. My husband had to go to Walgreens in the dark by himself to go buy me some medicine.
Okay, but tell George's story too. That George said you should have known better. George
did not say that.
Yes, he did. Team TK. See, there go another one. There go another one.
He said, "Why did you let TK do that to you?" That's what my husband said.
He did not say that.
As much as I love you on your blind corner right now, you are 2 for 0, honey. So another Team TK.
There go another one.
Well, in all due honesty, we for Shonda, I have to be a little bit on Shonda's side.
What? The judge cannot make no decision.
The judge can do what he wants.
The jury voted. The jury had to say so. And you just read the sentence or the come on now.
Diva B, say it. You could be partial.
But even if he say it, even if he say thank you, cousin.
My cousin is innocent. I'm allergic to glue, so don't get lashes.
There go another one. There go another one.
I'm hurt.
So even if Diva B does vote for you, you are outraged.
Well, I'm not saying I'm voting for her.
Terry on his
I'm not saying I'm voting for her. I'm just saying that Talk Miami, you're the boss lady. So of course Team TK is.
I know somebody knows that TK was wrong for messing up my eye.
There we go. Emily, you right. Both of you are at fault. If TK knew her glue was not from where it should be, and Shonda knew them lashes were going. Okay,
look, my eyes are cross-eyed. Look at this. Will my eye ever go back to normal? We need to call it a specialist. Look at my eye. It is not even cross. I mean, it's crossed. Look at my eyes.
Boom.
Thank you. Cross-eyed.
Thank you, Haiti. Yes, Lou. Yes. She was just trying to help.
I'm going to print that picture and put it on.
We're going to post it.
Well, now you look, wait. The court is looking at the evidence.
Look at my eye, y'all. Look at this cross-eyed now. I have cross-eyed.
Okay, but Shonda, you cannot do this. Okay, this is Shonda, y'all. And then we're going to leave. Shonda's like, you see my eye? You see it? You see how bad it is? You see my eye? You see how bad it is?
Why are you scared to vote? Vote, Terry.
So
Diva B, can I do some birthday shout outs right quick?
Haiti, she was not trying to help Haiti.
Yes, we are still in January, and I did not get a chance to wish my mother a happy birthday. She was earlier this month. Also, my kids' grandmother, Karen, it was her birthday. Today is Michelle Obama's birthday. It was Trina's birthday yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. Are there any other January birthdays we would love to give?
My best friend is coming up, Maggie. Her birthday's coming up this weekend. So,
woo, January birthdays.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you are celebrating a birthday this month, I think Latasha's watching tonight. Tasha, was it no, Tasha's a Libra. Never mind. Oh, Tasha. Sorry, girl. But I gave you a shout out. Are there any more January birthdays? Happy birthday, Kimberly. Wait, Kimberly, I did see that you had a birthday too, right? When was your birthday, Kimberly? Put your birthday in the comments. And do we have any other January birthdays? We will always give you guys a shout out. Travis, thank you. It was Travis's birthday. Happy birthday, Travis.
Why and Trina Shonda in this chat?
Because she didn't get one vote. They know you was wrong. Trina, happy birthday, cousin.
Rude.
Absolutely. Look, wait a minute. Wait. She's still going. She's still going. Look at this.
That's when it first started, before the swelling. Because Terry wanted to know when was the picture taken. Right before the show, I called her at 6:30. I said, look at my eye. Where is Sarah Santana? Because Sarah was here and she saw it. And I texted her the same pictures. This was when it first started. I wish I could zoom in. And this is after.
No, we don't need
this
to
was
zoom.
after
No
taking
zoom.
Claritin. After I took Claritin, this is the result. My eye was worse than that.
Oh my God. She's
I'm
still carrying on, and I'm doing birthday shout outs. Oh, sorry, Kimberly. You're in August. Oh, she's a Leo. All right.
So nobody can do it the way Miss Winters does it, but I'm going to try. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this evening. Talk Miami Talk Show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also subscribe to our amazing podcast at youtube.com at Talk Miami Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google, any other streaming services that you want to listen. We are there. We're live Monday at 8. You can watch us on Facebook and YouTube.
And Twitter.
The only person who can't watch us is Shonda because her eye messed up. So we appreciate you. Her eye cross-eyedness. We appreciate you this evening watching us. May your travels be blessed. May your TV shows be amazing. Yeah. And may we figure out who's wrong in the eye debate.
No, we made a decision. You need to say it, Diva B. Please.
Diva B does not know because I'm the judge.
Add it up. Okay, all right.
So we have some flippers.
No, this it still outweighs. TK still outweighs it.
We'll find out what Miss Cindy Winters thinks next week in the eye debate. So
we are not going to take the eye gate to next week.
But Terry said after careful review, your people did not review it.
But we'll see y'all next week.
Have a good night, y'all. Bye. Bye, Eye Gate.